Okay. All right. Yeah, I've explored this whole place. I don't know that there's anything left to do in here. Let's I think let's bounce. Yeah. This is a fun crypt though. I just gotta go find that key somewhere. I don't know that it's in here. I think I went everywhere. Looks good. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just exploring stuff. Where am I supposed to go? Hunting Lodge. Ooh. Yoink. Uh-oh. Oh, is Harem finally done? Amiri. Excellent. What do we got? 1 day. I should probably head back so I can do some of this stuff. Where am I? There? Yeah. Let's work our way back.
A rest is in order.
A rest is needed. No. Beautiful. Okay, let's go back. All right. Harem is finally done. Okay, I need to be strategic here because Harem always has like 1,000 things that he's needed for. All right, what are my projects? Support the treasurer's endeavors. Should probably do things that... Oh, I need to go sell stuff and I can get more BP. Oh, I was gonna do this one, Regent's Endeavors. Kinda wanna do this. Unlocks a special region upgrade. 100 BP. How much does this one cost? Nothing? Okay, so I need a... Wait a minute. Okay, so I could do this. And then we'll do... Okay, wait, we need to go sell. Sell, and I need 100 BP. Probably just buy as much BP as I can. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da. All right. I got a ton of crap to get rid of. Frost Battle Axe. Great Sword. Yeah, I don't have anybody that needs any of this stuff. Second Execution. That's a cool name. But two-handed, the only person that could have it is you. And it's not as good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what I'm looking at. Anyway, that's 5 to 20. And that's, yeah, not good enough. Full plate armor. Full plate +2. Half plate +2. 1082. 1192, so no. Leather armor +1. Ring of luck. You can keep that. Don't need a ring of protection. Got like a bajillion of those. Keep the belt for now. The gloves for now. Don't need any more cloaks. Okay. Extend. Okay. You can go. That's... Oh, nope. Give me my flower back. You can go... Go... Actually, wait a minute. That's a cooking ingredient. So is this. Keep the keys. Got a lot of stuff. Okay. Then, skill points. Or I can get a bag of holding. Let's do bill points for now. Get 100 bill points. Oh, I can get a lot of bill points. Can I get 300 more? Oh, nope. Nope, not that many. Can I get like 30 more? 50? I'll take that. Deal. Cool. All right. What is all of this going on over here? Oh, you guys are just arguing? Okay. Let's save, because who knows what can happen in 14 days. I guess that just saves. Yeah, I don't have anything. I have 268 days. Okay. So let's do... rank 2. I am gonna use harem, but I think... Okay, so I think we're gonna do this. Regent's Endeavors. But first... I want to rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Start project. Okay. And then... Okay. Here we go. Hey! Spoken. Beautiful. Community ranked number 2. Beautiful. Event of the month, Triumph. Good job, Miri. Okay, awesome. Yes, good for now. Our regions. 400 BP. Ah, I should have done that. 400 BP. Alright, what have... Oh my god. Locals are terrified. Problem. Alright. Wait, hang on. Let's see what else we got. Monster invasion. Okay, we'll do that. An invitation to a celebrated folk festival was delivered to the capital. Alright, hang on that. Faith and loyalty. Okay. The River Maiden. There's a mermaid in a river where the trade ships operate. She's begun sinking vessels. That's a problem, so we need to do that. Opportunity. Opportunity. Problem. Okay. Let's get... problems done first. Wish I could sort by problems and opportunities. Opportunity, 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 opportunity. Problem. Okay. So now these should just all be opportunities besides that one. That's a good job for Valerie. Let's do that. You guys are all busy. You guys are busy. You're busy. Okay. To the throne room. Is everybody busy? Everybody's busy. Okay, good. All right, throne room. So is Boken just gonna bring me stuff now? That'd be kind of sweet. Whoever started this epidemic, there's no doubt their goal was to destroy your young barony. As the number of monsters increases, people panic and flee to other countries. We do have good news too. I managed to gather some information that I hope will help you eliminate the threat before it's too late. Shortly after the epidemic started, goblins began appearing everywhere. The locals report that these goblins have been celebrating and shouting something about the Day of Glory for Lamashutu, when all humans would be eaten by monsters and only goblins would remain. Sounds disturbing, does it not? What do you know about her? She's called the Mother of Monsters. Her symbol is the three-eyed jackal head. She's an ancient and extremely evil goddess who spreads nightmares, insanity, and, perhaps of most interest to us, monsters. Her worshippers are mostly of the more monstrous races like goblins, lamias, and gnolls. That said, there's no short supply of secret followers and cults among more civilized peoples too, including the people of the River King. So we need to find a goblin leader and press them for any information. Any idea where to begin the search? Sorry, no. Panic spread everywhere. My agents had to run for their lives after villagers mistook them for spies and well poisoners. They were almost lynched on the spot. All we know for sure is that there's a large goblin village somewhere within the barony. You'll have to locate it yourself, I'm afraid. Alright, let's go track down some goblins. Happy to help. Take care, though. There's no doubt your enemies still have plenty of tricks up their sleeves. If you value your throne, take them down as soon as possible. Alright, good looking out. Jad's eyes are bloodshot and his posture is slack. The wrinkles on his face have deepened and his hair, sparse, has gone gray. It's a disaster, Your Grace. We have an epidemic developing in the country. The afflicted first get a fever, then a bloody cough, then several hours later, and that's just half the trouble. Afterwards, the bodies of the afflicted become like some kind of cocoon and monsters hatch out of them. People keep dying, and we haven't the slightest clue what's causing it or how to deal with it. Tristan and I established a field hospital in the building of the former prison. Don't look at me like that. There were no better places to choose from. Frankly, we were lucky to find this one. To cut a long story short, yeah, right, Jude. We have a female patient who's volunteered for a vivisection. It means cutting into her living body to look for the source of this disease. After the surgery, Eris still forgive us. We'll be lucky if we can close her up and let her go alive and well. However, we don't want to do it without your presence, Your Grace. So please, try to find some time to attend. Why do I gotta be there? I don't want to watch that. There's one more thing. Keston, that dunce, sent a message. He rambles from place to place. These letters are well received. Our letters are all we ever receive. We'll just read it. I guess it's urgent. Hey, Shrine of Lamushtu revealed. Let's go then. Ugh. Witch Hunt. Seed of Sorrow. This is our hospital. The prison is certainly not the best location nor the healthiest, but it's better than nothing. Also, it might be cruel to say, but considering the nature of the malady, it would be safer for everyone if the patients were kept behind the bars until they're healed. I hope the city will get a proper clinic in time. Where are all the prison inmates? There were not but a few pickpockets locked away in here, so we put them to work cleaning the place up, then set them free. There's still one in here, though. He wasn't some petty thief, but a seasoned highwayman. Okay. Yeah, give me a few moments. Let's look around a little bit. Participate in the surgery. What a quest. Is this the dude?
Onwards.
Probably meant to speak to this guy. Wait, there's two dudes in here. Oh, that's the patient. I don't got a plague, I'm just a normal highwayman.
March on.
Okay. Why me? Why? Can't go in any of these. Alright, let's do this thing. Glancing nervously at the various medical instruments, the brave peasant woman got up on the operating table. Just don't butcher me is all I ask, she muttered in a trembling voice. Meanwhile, the foremost medical experts in the room still couldn't agree on what exactly it was they were trying to do. Stop arguing with me. Coughing up blood is a sure sign the problem is in the lungs. We look there, Jode insisted. No, it's the nausea we should be focusing on. We need to examine the stomach, Tristan objected. The clerics turned to the Baroness in desperation, asking her to resolve their dispute. After careful consideration, she decided... It's blood. I feel like we could do the stomach easier than the lungs, though. Let's side with Tristan. Without wasting another time arguing, Jod said in a short prayer to Aristil and took the scalpel Tristan offered him. Candlelight reflected off the surgical instruments and potion bottles. As Jod's scalpel made the first incision on the woman's skin, I could hear her inhale loudly through clenched teeth. Confess, I lacked the courage to watch the surgery. Even after I turned away, I couldn't help but tremble from hearing the poor woman's screams. The air filled with the acrid smell or scent of medical potions while Tristan mumbled prayers to ease the patient's pain, simultaneously scanning her body with magical sight. All I could do was whisper my own prayers, but the Baroness, she didn't lose courage. She held the patient, assisted him. Do some diplomacy. I couldn't hear exactly what she said, but it worked. Charmed by her words, the peasant woman managed to stay still and let the cleric perform the surgery. The poor woman's screams and cryings were unbearable. I couldn't begin to imagine what she was going through. I'm such a fool, Jod finally exclaimed. You were right. I'm glad we listened to you. Tristan used a healing spell to close the wound in the woman's stomach, and Jod showed everyone the strange item he'd extracted. It looked like some kind of seed, A glowing, pulsing, thumb-sized seed. Before anyone could say anything, it flashed in Jad's fingers. He dropped it on the floor, just in time. On the spot where the seed landed, a portal opened, and a roaring monster jumped out of it. Whoa, it's a owlbear. Okay. Chiro, you need to get away. Elk, get that owlbear. Alright. Let's get some...
We can do it!
How much life does this thing have? Boom. Oh. Chad wipes the sweat from his brow, not even noticing the blood still on his hand. Aristil and Sarenrae be praised. They were truly on our side this day. It's a miracle. Tristan hands Jode a clean towel. Jad pulls himself together and wipes his hands and face. So what have we learned? We've learned I was a pompous fool and Tristan was right all along. It's not a disease, but a parasite, something of vegetative origin. It resembles a seed. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have wagged my tongue less and listened to you more. Please don't mention it. It was a lucky guess, not worthy of your praise. Are you able to cure others of the disease now? Yes, yes. Now that we know what to do, we can extract the seeds with much less risk to the patients and with much less suffering. How are the seeds getting in the patients? What will you do next? There's still many patients here. We'll start to work on them immediately, and you, your grace, may want to search for the source of the disease. We still know neither where these seeds come from, nor how they get into people's bodies. New patients arrive daily, and how many never even find their way to a hospital. Our efforts here are not enough by themselves. We need to find the root of this problem. I agree. Alright, let's get out of here. How do I get out of here? Go to the prison from the throne room? My elk. Oh. A pathetic-looking elf stands before you. His clothes are wrinkled, his cheek is scratched, and his nose is swollen like he's suffered a heavy blow. He glances around with a haunted look and bows. My name is Sartene. Mistress Nezrael was supposed to have given me a gift for your grace, but I'm afraid we might have a bit of a problem here. Mistress Nazriel has been working hard on a special gift for you, but none of her apprentices, Daitel, went mad after he touched the blade that was meant to be presented to you. He grabbed it and just ran off as fast as he could. I saw it with my own eyes. Now Daitel is missing. I've come to you in secret to ask for your help. Maybe you or one of your advisors could get to the bottom of this. My mistress would rather see the whole thing buried. After all, the sword that drove him mad was meant for you. What gift are you talking about? I don't know. The mistress said I couldn't touch it, but I heard her ask Daitel to take it to you. I'm Mistress Nezrael's assistant. It's a great honor. She's a genius. Her knowledge of weapons knows no bounds, although it's scary sometimes, you know. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm happy to serve her. Not at all. She's the most magnificent weaponsmith I've ever met in my entire life. I'm lucky she even noticed me. She's made me so happy. I wish I weren't so stupid and clumsy, or I'd be more worthy help to her, but I try as hard as I can. I'll see what I can do. I think that was that lady that I found in the city. I found it in the Kamelands. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, we went from having nothing to do to a ton of stuff to do. What's happened? What are we doing? Everybody's busy, right? Okay. Oh, I want to talk to the storyteller real quick. Oh, yes. Shards of the ring. 12 shards. Okay. Alright, let's go put this stuff away. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Okay. Let's roll. I need to figure out how to earn more BP. All right, what do we got? All right, witch hunt. That's a good one. And that's a good one. Read Keston's note. Joda's brought a note from Keston. The tight-lipped fighter wouldn't bother the Baroness without good reason. Did I get a note? Did I put it away? Dang it. Keston's letter. Wait a minute. Forgive me for my sudden disappearance. People are afraid. Wild mob is forced to be reckoned with. Blood troops before. It was with a heavy heart that I left your castle, but my hope was that once among the common people I would be able to track down the source of the disease that struck the barony. I was recently informed that one of the squads scouring the outlying regions of the Kame lands had encountered a mysterious shrine. Our spies report that it... Yeah, how can I not read that? Oh, here we go. Okay. Our spies report that at the beginning of each week, cultists gather there to worship the dark goddess Lamushtu, the patroness of all manner hideous creature. As soon as I finish, I'll find a squad. Okay, so where is it? Outlying regions of the Kame lands had encountered a mysterious shrine. Okay. Can I leave from here? What happens if I leave that? Okay. Okay. south of the capital. Here it is. Alright. Let's roll. Save. I need to rest. Oh. Yeah, I should be fully, well, yeah, I should be good. All right. Get a bless. Hey, there's Keston. Seeing you, Keston nods. Under his coat, you notice a suit of armor. A sword hangs at his belt. The guard is ready to fight. I'm happy to see you, my Baroness. While we were waiting for you, I've had enough time to choose a good place for the ambush. I've received your letter, Keston, and came as soon as I could. Thank you, Your Grace. I've decided you'd like to see this place with your own eyes. Lamushtu Shrine is on the other side of the hill. I suggest we set an ambush right here. The visibility is good, so we can watch the cultists unnoticed and choose the right moment to strike. If you wish, you can examine the location. Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's get those cultists. Okay. The duck's like, just, I don't want to be a part of this. Come to me, Lamushtu's children. Today we praise our great mother who imbued Adela's cub with life. Praise the mother of beasts. Lamushtu favored us. She passed us with back with a new cub. Okay. She summons monsters. Goddess grants her daughter will be more fertile. Life for life. Raise mother monsters, attach yourselves to the waters of Lamushtu, open up your veins. Oh my god. Now's the best time? Okay. Get him.
We cannot be defeated.
Let's get a pit going. Oh. Curses upon you, Lamushtu will avenge her children. Are we done? Wait. You do something else. Do something else.
Consider me provoked.
I think we're gonna be fine. Catch the fleeing cultist. Hang on, gotta loot. Oh, heck yeah. Ooh. Okay. What are you waiting for? He's gonna get away. Well, you got legs, you can go too. Alright, we're gonna have to... Oh.
I'm glad to help.
We're not in a big rush then. I'm just gonna grab stuff. Oh yeah. Need 12 of those. Mushrooms are always good. What else we got? Token of the Dryad. Hells yeah. Anything else?
I see something.
Ooh. See?
No stopping now.
Gotta get my loot on. Almost done, almost done.
What's that?
Oh yeah. Don't know what that is, but kukri. Sure. Okay. Alright, let's go get this guy. The triumph over the wicked Lamushtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain or villainess had slipped away under the cover of darkness and into a narrow gorge amongst the rocks. Without a second thought, our brave Baroness, loyal Keston, and their comrades in arms rushed after the fleeing figure. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark. The villain had gotten far ahead of us. At the last moment, the Baroness noticed their prey, had turned aside, and disappeared behind the rocks. Climbing in the darkness is a difficult task. It's not a joke when you try to catch a stable rock and hear the small stones crumble under your feet. Several times it seemed our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and the thought of the runaway cultists gloating about eluding them gave them strength. Moments later, we were at the top. So our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time, the cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gorge directly beneath you. It seemed the cultist was so focused on finding his footing he didn't notice his pursuers perched above him, giving the Baroness a chance to strike. What will our heroes do next? Ooh, trigger an avalanche? If I kill him though, I feel like I need this guy alive. Send the swiftest and most agile ahead down the unstable slope in the hopes of cutting the runaway off. Failed dexterity? Chiro appeared from the darkness like a spirit. The runaway clearly hadn't been expecting that. Chiro barely had time to react when the cultist burst into a sprint. Darkness failed to cover the peculiar way the runaway walked. The robed figure was limping badly, dragging their right leg. Despite that, the cultist vanished into the darkness without a trace. The party followed to the edge of the plateau where the flatlands began. As our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, the vastness of the Kame lands opened up before them. An ocean of high grass as far as the eye could see, a beautiful sight, but finding our quarry in this green sea, it would prove impossible. With our heads down and hopes lost, we descended where a small streamlet flowed amongst the stones, and then, there before us, good fortune. In his haste, our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for us all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by a single desire, to capture the criminal who dared to escape the punishment of the Baroness and had led us on this unwelcome chase. We moved as swiftly as we could, but even the ground seemed to fight us. Rock gave way to mud, much which grew deeper as we marched on and seemed to grab at our boots. Even the wind began to rise, lashing at our cloaks, and a foul scent filled the air, sure signs we were heading towards the Gnarl Marshes. Soaking wet and exhausted, our heroes came upon a cabin at the edge of a swamp. According to Keston, it was the Hunter's Lodge, owned by Dumra, a hunter who lived there alone, and was known for her great temper and little patience. It looked as if it might be a place where the cultists would seek shelter. It was unlikely the runaway would brave the depths of the Gnarl Marshes in the middle of the night. So the Baroness pushed the door open and stepped inside, letting a touch of the cool night air in. Oh, so cool. The lodge is lit with only a few candles on the table and the counter. Shadows lie thick around the room. A number of people are here. A well-dressed couple at one of the tables, a girl in a simple dress dozes near the opposite wall, and at the counter is an untidy dwarf. She's wiping the mugs and glaring at you. From the half-open kitchen door you hear the clanging of pans upon metal, presumably a stove. Keston looks around with a heavy gaze. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge look surprised and concerned. Each seems to recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of these lands doing here at such a late hour, flanked by armed guards? Keston's hand falls to his weapon. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest, but if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves the lodge until you give the order. I'd like to look around and speak with these people. Maybe I'll find something. As you command, Your Grace. No one will leave this house. I'll make sure of that. My advice? Take their room keys. Their personal belongings speak their owner's intent more often than their masters would like. We need hard evidence. Greetings, Baroness. Let me introduce myself. This is my wife, Una Tedrim. We've come to your lands to hunt, yet I admit we did not expect to meet you in person. To what do we do this honor? You recognized me at once. Do I know you? I doubt it, but news about developments within the Stolen Lands and your role has traveled far. Chiro is a well-known name beyond your borders. I need a... wait a minute. A crime has taken place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in this house. Have you seen anything suspicious? I'm afraid, Your Grace, we won't be able to help you. Do you recall who came in the lodge in this last hour or so? On second thought, this young woman, I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. He turns to his wife. My dear, perhaps you recall? What was the name our hostess used addressing her? Olika, sweetheart. I cannot recall if I saw her at the start of the evening. I need a key to your room. Despite Una's cool expression, you notice a bead of sweat running down her temple. As she spots your glance, her lips tighten. Cabron takes a key from his purse and hands it to you. As you wish, Baroness. Come back to you later. Is it the same? Okay. Right? Who else we got? Doomra? I'm looking for someone. Can you help me? A cultist of Lemushtu is hiding your lot. Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? I'm not their ward. They come and they pay for a bed. They keep quiet. What would I care who they are? A crime has happened, Doomra. I need your help to find the culprit. So what did this culprit do wrong? Shot a deer in someone's land, and now the criminal has to run away as if she was an animal herself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. A cultist of Lemushtu is hiding in your lodge. I have to find them. One of Lemushtu's owns? That's quite a story you spun, Your Grace. Next you'll tell me I'm holding Ravagog down in the cellar. And what's your proof that I hide cultists? I don't like your tone, Dermra. Really? And how would you react if a mob barged into your home and started troubling you and your guests? If you were expecting me to bow and scrape before you, then you're mistaken. I'm not going to argue with you. I went to check on my trap. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can't tell you for sure. It's Keston. Wait, what just updated? Oh, it's just tracking. Here's Olika. A young woman stands before you wearing a plain dress and a hooded cloak. Her belly is swollen. She is pregnant, and her time is near. Your Grace, it's an honor. Thought I'd never be able to thank you in person for your kindness, but gods were kind to me. You must have forgotten already, but it was you who discovered my husband's body. A traitor died on one of his trips. You found a brooch and a letter on his body and had it sent to me. You made it possible that last gift from my husband found its way home. There's not enough words in the world for how grateful I am. What are you doing here? Taking what rest I can after a long day on the road, Your Grace. I'm a widow. I've barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband. He left me with a child, and in difficult times like these, I've got a sister in Gralton. God's bless her, she's agreed to give me shelter in her house, so I went there. There was nowhere else to go. Mentioned her son in that letter, but now there's no child by her mother. Where are you from? From Galt, Your Grace, from a tiny village near the tract. Guess no one here ever heard about this place. You recall the location of Galt at Gralton. As far as you know, stolen lands lay aside from the places Olika had named. It was a long journey for you. I have little coin, your grace, so I beg traders on the road to ride in their carts. I spend nights where I have to. I need a key to your room. Okay. But that's not true. It's not. Dumra, the hostess, she was the last one. I remember her coming through the kitchen. I'm looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? Cultist? That's horrible, but how can I help? You know who came to the lodge last? I heard a noise from the kitchen. It was like something fell on the floor, and then this grumpy old lady, Dumra, came out. Have you seen anything suspicious tonight? No, I don't think so. Okay. Interesting.
It is done.
Follow me.
But if people know Dumra, then it wouldn't be her, right? Well, I guess she could be a cultist. I'm gonna steal your stuff.
You can thank me now.
It was thrown in the fire not long ago. Sana, the kitchen servant is busy. Well, it wouldn't be Dumra because she's a dwarf, right? I would know her size. Oh, she's limping. The woman doesn't appear to notice you as she makes her way to the stove. You notice she's limping badly on her right leg. Before you can speak, she turns, sees you, and freezes. Who are you? Named Sana, a cook for Tendrim's, nobles from Restov's. What will it be? Why are they here, you think? None of my business. Might be they have things to do, but I wouldn't know it. I mend, cook, and I serve when we're needed. What can you tell me about your masters? No quicker road to trouble, talking about masters, that is. How would you like it if your servants were all gossip about you? What are you cooking, Sana? That's theirs for tomorrow. Tomorrow's midday meal, it is. Peek into the stew pot. Take the lid off the pan. Some brew boils inside. It looks strange and smells odd. You lean over, smell the stew, and immediately flinch. Acrid stink of vinegar feels like a punch in the face. Besides, you can smell some strange spice, which would be appropriate for in a dessert, but not in a first course for a dinner. I need the key to your room. Room? I don't have a room except here in the kitchen. Bed's a bench, still warm enough though. I'm looking for a criminal who may have fled this way. Have you seen anyone suspicious? What can be seen here, you say? Ask Dumra, she runs the house, she does. Only Dumra came, no doubt checking to see I'm not palming the silver, as if there's anything worth stealing here. Okay. Interesting. Anything in here? Back door?
Child's play.
The back door was used recently. It's certainly leading to her. But let's go check the rooms, I suppose. Personal belongings. Sheets are crumpled.
Child's
There
play.
are no hunting bows, arrows, snares, or any other size the Tedrims have been hunting. Had hunting on their mind. Locked.
My skills are getting rusty. What's new? You can thank me now.
Okay. Saw goblins in the swamp. Ooh, that's good to know. Okay. Olika.
Child's play.
Bloodstained bandages. Just because Olika has a husband doesn't mean that couldn't have been her, but if she's really pregnant, that wouldn't have been her.
Yes? Child's play. You can thank me now.
I don't know. Seems like Sana, because she's got a hurt leg. Somebody heard somebody coming in through the kitchen. She kind of froze when she saw me. Let's save. Talk to Keston. There's someone who seemed especially suspicious to me. Just call the name and I will interrogate that person. Sana, Tedrim's maid. You think so? He frowns for a moment, then nods. As you wish, my baroness. I'll bring her. I think, Sana, you know why I've brought you here. I would? How? You jest, my lord? How could I know what you're thinking? Enough. We know who you are. Lemushtu won't help you. Is that so? Her accent vanished, the demeanor of a peasant shed like a cloak. Then you know little of our faith indeed. The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself for her. Whoa. Okay. We're doing this. Don't know. Let's hit her with the good stuff, boys. See if we can do a hold person on her.
I won't give up.
Stop. I surrender. She raises the hem of her skirt and starts to wipe away the blood from her leg. Her right leg is covered with sores, oozing pus and yellow ichor. You and your minions unleashed a blight across my lands. Because of you, monsters overrun the barony and honest people fear to leave their homes. The priestess of Lemushtu shakes her head and tries to close her wounds, moaning, That's nonsense. I've heard the stories about what's happening in your barony, elf, but I have nothing to do with this. The Great Mother rules the monsters of this world, but if you had truly earned her wrath, your lands would be drowning in blood. No, Baroness, you must look elsewhere to place blame. Lemushtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. Tell me who you are, quick now. I am the priestess of the cult of Lemushtu, the Great Mother, the ancestress of monsters. I am not from these lands. I came because of the pleas of your people, who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to these lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except for those initiated in the mysteries of the Great Mother. Even the hostess of this lodge had no idea who I was, and those looking for a designed benefaction found me on their own, and there are more than the followers of Aristel would believe. All these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? They were searching for the blessings of Lemushtu. Other gods have denied them, and they had to ask the Mother of Monsters for her benefaction. The couple from Rostov, did they come to meet you? Yes, several years ago, the lawyer defended a necromancer in court in his native city, and he won the trial. Since then, all of Tedrim's attempts to conceive a child were doomed to fail. Pharasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the undead. Una has more brains than her spineless mate, so she'd sought the support of Lemushtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of the goddess, but Tedrims don't have much choice. Pharasma's memory is long. Enough. We are numerous and we are strong. The tribe of Lemushtu's followers grows every day, breeds, and spreads all over the lands of Golarion in search of places to create new packs. We prayed to Lemushtu, we asked for new offsprings in the pack. We mated like wild animals. Is this person bad? Aren't you a merry bunch? But you know, Callistra's faithful have a lot of fun too, just without the risk of growing a pair of tentacles in the process. Don't you dare compare your frivolous goddess to ours, who's as old as the world itself. Your orgies are little more than entertainment for bored townsfolk. Ours are full of primordial wisdom. Disgusts me to listen to this. Narrow-minded creatures living by stupid human laws. Where are the rest of Lemushtu's cultists hiding? You cannot make me betray the children of Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lemushtu will grant me the strength to endure any pain you inflict upon me. Your Grace? Please be merciful to these people. Imagine how great their despair must be to turn to the monstrous Lemushtu for help. Though the thought disgusts me, the priestess did try to help them in whatever way she could. The priestess' guilt is obvious to me, the others not so much. People are innocent. Yeah, these people are innocent. Let them leave. As for the priestess, she's banished from these lands forever. See to it she's removed from my barony at once. I don't think the Stolen Lands have ever seen someone as kind and noble as you. Harsh, but fair, befitting a true ruler. Hey, everybody's happy. Your Grace, wait. Let me ask you, no, let me beg you. Allow the priestess to perform one last ritual. Let her save my child. I have no other hope except for Sana. I don't think an evil monster's gonna really help you. No, Olika, there's no place in my lands for such rituals. Keston, execute my order. Oof. That was Intensio. Mother of Monsters. That was a fun quest, though. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Just let me turn this off before I forget about it. Stealing all this stuff, too. Resistance +2. Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know why I took that note. Rid of it. Added armor +2. Alright, I think this is a good place to wrap up for now. Let me see who needs this, though. Let me give that to Octavia. Cool. Let's camp real quick. Beautiful. All right, and we will end there. Thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow.